Hello students, we're going to create this fancy grid here. It'll have 6 boxes by 6 boxes. Each box will be 1¼ inch. Alright, let's get started. We will begin, as we usually do, by creating a 1/2 inch border around the edge of our paper. Remember always to begin measuring at the number 0 and not the edge of the ruler. I measure in a 1/2 inch away from the edge of the paper in 2 different locations. I put a mark at each of those spots and then connect the dots. I do this on all 4 edges. Alright, keep going, hurry up. Come on. Okay, finally done. Moving on. Next, I'm going to measure down from the top 2 inches. Put a mark. Do the same at the other side. Measure down 2 inches. Put a mark. And then I connect the dots. If done correctly, that will give you a 2 inch by 7½ inch rectangle. My next line will be a 1/2 inch away from the edge of my rectangle. I measure over a 1/2 inch at both ends of my rectangle and then connect the dots. Voila! There you have it. And we are done. JK, we're not done yet. We're just getting started. Next, we're going to add in our grid system. To do this, we're going to start measuring along one edge, putting a mark at every 1¼ inch. The easiest way to do this is to hold your ruler in one position and just count over 1¼ inch without moving your ruler. If you're having difficulty doing that, try sliding your ruler over and realigning it each time and measure out to the 1¼ inch mark. If you measured it out correctly, you should put down 5 marks at each 1¼ inch mark. I repeat the same process up at the other side, once again putting marks at every 1¼ inch increment. I then connect the dots, creating 5 lines, breaking it up into 6 areas. After I finish with these lines, I'm going to repeat this step, doing the exact same thing but going in the opposite direction, creating lines that will now run horizontally. Once again, I line my ruler up and measure out 1¼ inch marks. I should be putting 5 of those down on the paper. After I have placed all 5 of my marks in 1¼ inch increments on both ends, I then begin connecting them with lines to create my grids. If you have laid this out correctly, you will create 5 lines going in each direction, which will give you 6 boxes in each direction, for a total of 36 boxes. Each one should be a square that is 1¼ inch by 1¼ inch. And of course, don't forget to label your paper properly. Your name goes in the bottom right, your date will go in the center, and your period number will go on the bottom left. And there you have it. Fancy grid thing done.